welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I am Jessie. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Guys, today's video is going to be a what's for dinner video. Hopefully it can give you some inspiration of something you want to try this week. Guys, let's get to cooking. Alright guys, and here I have 2 packs of chicken. In my packs of chicken, I always do like 4 to 5 boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So there's probably like 8 to 10 in there. And then there's 1.5 cups of water on the bottom, and I sprayed my crock pot. And then I threw the seasoning on, the Spice Supreme, no MSG fajita seasoning with tenderizer. And that is what all is in that, if you want to kind of try to recreate it. It's basically like normal seasonings I would put on chicken. I had recently done this with my the Fiesta chicken casserole that I did, that I had seen from Southern Country Living, and she just boiled hers, but I threw mine in the crock pot because I'm not a big fan of boiled chicken. I did it this way, guys. It was so good. I would have just ate it like this. This is going to be going into my chicken Alfredo tonight. And then the other part of it is actually going to be used in an appetizer collab that I have coming up. So yeah, anyways, guys, this is going to cook on high for probably like 4 hours, maybe 3, but probably 4, because those are frozen. And I will come back and show you what's next. All right, guys, here it is all finished. Jeffrey's gonna let this cool down a little bit, and then he's gonna take it out and shred it. And then we're also gonna keep the broth that came off this, because in the Alfredo tonight, we need to put a cup of broth in it. So we're just gonna go ahead and use the stuff that's in there. Guys, I tasted this. It is so good. We're gonna separate it into 2 different things, because like I said, we have 2 meals that we're making the chicken out of. So yeah, guys, today we are making chicken Alfredo. I have never made this particular recipe before, but we're gonna give it a go. I found it on Facebook when I was scrolling through. I'll pop up the person's page or whatever that I found it on. I'm gonna put in 4 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna go ahead and turn that on, start melting that. For the pasta, I'm gonna be doing, I would love to do the Barilla like spaghetti noodles, but I'm completely out the gluten-free ones. I'm gonna go ahead and do these organic brown rice pasta. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to say that. They're gluten-free. So that'll be the pasta we're gonna do with this. We're going to go ahead and put in 1 tablespoon of flour. I am using the Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 baking flour that is gluten-free. If you're not gluten-free, use regular flour. Same with the noodles, you know. Use regular noodles. Yeah. Stir that in. Kind of try to whisk it with your spoon. If it seems clumpy, you can always get out like a whisk, but mine is fine. So now that we have that in there, I'm gonna go ahead and put in, it says to use a bouillon cube. I don't have any of those, but I have the chicken stock from the chicken that I cooked earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 1/4 of a cup of that in there. I'm gonna turn my heat down just a smidge. Okay, now I'm going to put in a block of cream cheese. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put some minced garlic in. Squeezed minced garlic. I want that kind of get all browned up together. Throw a block of cream cheese in. And you're also gonna put in 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. They said to put garlic powder in, but I put quite a decent amount of that minced garlic in, so I'm not gonna add that. But it says to add 2 teaspoons of parsley, the dried parsley. You could use fresh, I'm sure, if you had it on hand and you wanted to do that. It says to put in 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. I'm not a huge fan of Italian seasoning, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use basil leaf. I'm just gonna do a teaspoon of that. Says 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then also some pepper. It says 1/4 teaspoon of that. Probably good enough. This is honestly looking super thick to me, and you're supposed to add more cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and put in another cup of cream. Maybe, actually I'm gonna do more than that. I'm gonna do the rest of this container. So I put a whole pint of the heavy cream in there. There we go. So when you add that other cheese, it's gonna get super thick because the cream cheese isn't even melted all the way yet. Does anybody else change recipes while they're making them? I sure do. And I should probably follow the recipe. Not very good at following directions though. Sometimes. This is really good, but it definitely needs more salt and a little more pepper. Melt that cream cheese down. I'm sure if you had a little more softened / cut up into cubes, it'd melt a lot faster for you. But I didn't do that. That's good. I'm trying to get that melted in now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw my cheese in. This is from Trader Joe's. It is the Trader Joe's cheddar cheese with caramelized onions. Guys, English farmhouse cheddar blended with sweet caramelized onions creates a nice sweet and savory balance. That's gonna be fantastic. Go ahead, toss that in there. You're supposed to do 8 ounces of Parmesan cheese. Well, guys, I didn't have any Parmesan cheese, but I bought this and I was like, that, well, actually it was Jeffrey's idea. And I was like, that sounds fantastic. I cannot take credit for his idea. It's gonna be so cheesy and delicious. So excited. Okay, now that we have all that, I have my chicken from earlier that Jeffrey kind of shredded up for me. I'm gonna put half of this into, my hands are clean, guys. I'm kind of trying to pull it apart to see. Some of the pieces aren't as shredded as they could be. It's okay though. Go ahead and... Okay, that's probably I'll break that chicken up to a little bit more with my spoon. But guys, it's gonna be so delicious. And that chicken that I had in the fridge, it'll heat up with this sauce. So it'll all be fantastic. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. I'm so excited for dinner. How about you, Jeffrey?
I am extremely excited.
I'm actually not even worried about those being in bigger chunks. I kind of think I like it that way. Because I think that's all melted. What I'm gonna do, go ahead and throw my noodles in all this. It's gonna barely fit, but we're gonna make it work. Jeffrey's trying to kill me with a seasoning bottle.
Take that, Basil.
Alright. Yes. I'm gonna call this good. We're gonna dish up, and this is gonna be dinner. Guys, here's a close-up of it. It looks so good, and I already tried it, and it is fantastic. Cannot wait to eat this. This is dinner tonight, guys.
What's for supper tonight. We're calling it lazy enchiladas. Jessi found this recipe on Pinterest. Basically, we layered tortilla chips and then covered it in enchilada sauce and taco meat, and then some Rico's nacho cheese, and then sprinkled some shredded cheese on top. We decided to try this because we haven't found a gluten-free tortilla that's actually good yet, and so we want to do this, and it looks amazing and smells even better. So I'm just gonna top this with some sour cream for Jess and take it on and enjoy.
Alright guys, tonight we're doing a late dinner. This is chicken thighs, and this is the La Terrafina. It's like artichoke, spinach, and like Parmesan dip stuff. And then also some Kobe Jack cheese, and then we bake it in the oven. And then some white rice. This is dinner tonight, guys. Alright guys, tonight we're doing nachos. The meat on this is actually, it is a beef chuck roast. I put it in the crock pot with this barbacoa, like, crock pot packet. I'll put like a little picture right here of like what brand it was and what it looks like. But I cooked that in the crock pot, and then we stuck it in the fridge because we had a bunch of stuff to do this afternoon. And then we put it over chips and then some cheese, put it in the oven at 375 for 20 minutes. And then I put some sour cream and Ortega and sweet and spicy jalapenos from Trader Joe's on top. Guys, this is dinner tonight. Alright guys, I got the Gary's Quick Steak beef. It's the beef sirloin one. Cooking up in here with a whole onion and then some bell pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and season it with some of this Blackstone chili steak seasoning. And then guys, once this is all cooked up, I have a little bit of oil in the pan as well. I'm gonna shred up some of this cheddar cheese with Scotch bonnet, chili, and red peppers that we got from Trader Joe's, and that's gonna go in there. And then we're also gonna be having these sauced chive butter roasted red potatoes from Bird's Eye, and I will show you guys when it's all done. Alright guys, here is all finished. Not the prettiest thing, because most people put fillets in a bun, but I have not found gluten-free buns that I enjoy, so I'm just gonna eat it like that, low-carb version, I guess. But it's so delicious, guys. The Trader Joe's cheese is fantastic. And then those little potatoes I was telling you about. Yeah, this is dinner tonight, guys. Here is another form that you could do the buffalo chicken dip that I made on my collab in Tuesday. Guys, I put it over some hash browns. I had, I cooked up the bacon for the dip, and I had all this bacon grease, guys. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cook some hash browns up, and then I'm gonna toss the dip on top of that. Guys, this is gonna be so good. Guys, dinner tonight is fantastic. This is like a filet with bacon, and then we put some cheddar cheese with caramelized onions that we got from Trader Joe's and melted that on top. And then these are the tasteful, what is it? Can you hand me the box?
Selections loaded potato bite-sized jet club.
Tasteful Selections season and savor loaded potato, bite-sized potatoes. And I put some sour cream on top. Guys, this is dinner tonight. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming along with today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you try some of these recipes. Guys, that Alfredo is for sure going down in my like recipe binder. It is so delicious. Jeffrey was like obsessed with it. We had leftovers the next night. I'm sure we'll be having it again soon. So if you try any of those recipes, that is for sure the one. Although all the dishes we had this week were pretty good. Anyways, guys, like I said, hopefully I can give you some inspiration. Give this video a big thumbs up, press that like button, subscribe to my channel, and click that little notification bell button so you're notified every time I post a new video, and we'll see you guys next one. Bye, guys.